Be off it. Oh,
Good
hello
evening.
everyone.
No, shut up. It's more like good evening. Welcome to Gamergate. Gamergate Alive. Ah, bollocks. Thanks, crashing me. We have here tonight Darren and a bunch of other people, and we're going to talk about Gamergate because you fucking all talked over me. Thank you. Let's begin the show.
Yes.
Ben, tell us about your week in Gamergate.
Um, well,
Has it
my
been
week
productive?
is discovering this group.
Yes.
I've been paying attention to it off and on for a while now.
Yes. Tell me more.
Brief bit of paranoia about what was going on with Hatred, but
Oh,
that,
yes.
Oh, that was funny. Yes.
Yeah, excellent game.
well, there was a specific thing I was really concerned about because, in theory, it could have completely brought down Valve, and that would have been disastrous.
Yes, it would.
That
Yes.
that would have been shooting ourselves in the foot, but it wouldn't have been us shooting ourselves in the foot. It would have been a few fans of Hatred over in the EU.
Mm.
And the thing I was concerned about, it was posted in one video, was that because they control more than 70% of the total video games market in the EU,
Who did?
they're Valve with Steam.
Valve.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't know
They
that.
control more than 70% of the distribution of video games in the entire EU.
Valve control. Well, not control. It's the wrong word. Valve are
Well,
involved with
they're
the
time-
bulk of sales of
they
games
have 70%.
worldwide.
They have 70% or more of the distribution.
Mm.
That's a control of the market.
You raise a good point here, and that reflects onto one of the other points I'd like to raise tonight about how pissed off John McIntosh must be, where Valve said, no, we will actually have Hatred back, despite what any of USJ Fools says. That says to him and all his mates that their crusade is pointless. That is always going to be refused at the highest level. Now, I'm glad you brought that up. Carry on, you were saying.
Well, the issue with why it matters that they control that much of the market is because by refusing to carry Hatred, but carrying other similar titles, which includes everything from Postal to Manhunt to Far Cry,
Yes.
it means that I forget what the exact legal term is, but it's favoring one product or another, which sways the
Yeah, they show favoritism, aren't they?
and it directly violated EU antitrust Article 102,
Yes,
Section C.
Yeah, it's illegal in Europe for them
Legal in
to
Europe,
be pestering games that have come from Europe because they don't like them. It's kind of antitrust, isn't it?
Yes, that's exactly what EU or antitrust Article
Yeah.
102, Section.
Like American companies can't be ganging out together against games made by European companies.
Well,
They
it's
wish
not
to
about
trade-
that.
If they wish to trade games in Europe.
Well, it's not
companies
just about because it's an American company. It's any company that's trading in that area.
Yeah. So essentially, Valve had to abide by the laws of the European Union
Yes,
because
they
they were
did.
selling games in that country, and they had to.
Right. Otherwise, they would lose access to the entire European Union for access, sales, distribution, etc., which means the
Yeah, well,
EU
they
would be
could.
cut out of Steam.
It might be possible. How do the rest of you guys feel about that? Anyone can jump in here.
Well, if it is slightly off subject, I've been recently playing around the idea of creating a short film based around Gamergate, portraying it as though it were a real life war.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Has a
that
disclaimer at the
sounds fun.
beginning saying, excuse me?
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it has a disclaimer at the beginning that says, warning, the following video is 100% satire, and then it fades for a second and says, please don't dox me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That
You probably won't. But,
that
Yeah,
reminds me.
there are some World War II era bunkers around my house, pretty close actually, that I'm going to be filming at.
yeah.
That's pretty
Perfect
cool.
place.
I hope you don't want any money.
Oh no, of course I don't.
Good, good, good.
Well, I am thinking of monetizing my
Look
YouTube
forward to
channel at
seeing
some
you.
point, but
Well, if you need a soundtrack, I think we have enough talent between us.
yeah,
We have many, many songs. Many,
really.
many songs. I mean, like New Year's Eve, the full Gamergate musical is coming out, but already there's been a few leaked tracks.
Really?
Yeah, it's all
I'd be
been done
definitely
by.
willing to use one of those.
I shall share them with the ones that I've got with you. Let it go and stuff.
Where I'm thinking of monetizing my YouTube channel. Are any of these copyrighted?
Wait, what?
Possibly.
Wait, what? You're thinking of monetizing your YouTube channel? And you want
Yes,
to
I
use Gamergate things to like? No, like, wait, what?
Are you
Well,
saying this is,
No, actually, yes. Go ahead. You use Gamergate material to monetize your YouTube channel because at least it gets it out there.
yes?
yeah, and
We don't care.
monetizing doesn't mean he's asking for money. That just means it puts advertisements on the video, and he gets ad revenue for it.
Yeah, that's nice,
I'm
isn't
the
it?
biggest pimp in Gamergate. I understand terms like monetizing and search
Wait,
engine
what?
optimization and the whole thing. Not Mafia Wars, I mean, I'm the biggest pimp here. But
Okay.
Mafia Wars was where I learned my trade, as it were. Publicizing shit.
By the way, is it even possible to see how many people are viewing this right now?
Yeah, it is, and nobody's watching it. We have one viewer.
One viewer who...
Yeah, you can wander off if you want, but I mean, none of you have promoted it, and like,
Wait, how do I promote things again?
that's a good point. We
I'm new to
have
this,
a
I'm so
YouTube
sorry.
link, or we should. We'll go and look at our YouTube.
Is this being recorded?
Yeah, it is being recorded, and it will come
So-
out live, and people can listen to it to the YouTube link now, but
Okay.
I'm never very good at pumping that out.
Well, that means that even if people aren't watching it now, they'll be able to see it on YouTube later whenever.
Yeah,
they-
there's a button here that says YouTube. I don't know what that does, but I'm gonna click it.
That allows you to play YouTube
Oh!
in the thing.
Okay, so... Never mind then.
But, well, no, it's all good, but we've got Sebastian Cilioni in here. We've got Ben. We've got Darren. We've got myself. And
The kid with the hat.
yeah. We've got this lovely bong of weed. So, let
Lol.
me find a good... No, let get us... Craig Britton. Yeah, that chap who appeared in our group today.
Oh yeah, him.
Did you all see that?
He's an
Yeah.
asshole.
Hey, what did he say again? He said, "Heads up!
Yeah, well,
Occupy
I can read the post out if you
Occupy
want.
and Anonymous have infiltrated these groups through prominent GG members and are now trying to disrupt, misinform, and sabotage GG. This group magically gained over 150 members in the past 2 days. Watch out, the saboteurs are here now." Now that sounds like absolutely bullshit that's designed to, like, you can throw at any group in the world.
I think he was right in telling the truth in that he was
Yes.
the infiltrator.
Well, yeah,
Right.
yeah, and he certainly wasn't right in that we got 150 members in the last 2 days.
And also,
I wish.
well, what about getting new members? That just means more people support the movement. I mean, that's
Yeah,
not like...
wait,
Yeah.
it says 468 members, 77 new, and I'm not sure what the definition of new is.
Yeah. Well, the basic thing is, I know he's bullshit. It's obvious, kind of like,
Yes.
I just wanted him to, and he is, to feel relaxed enough to, like, keep laying out his shit so everyone can see it. And like, we've archived this thread a couple of times, and we're going to keep archiving it so people can see Craig Britton making an absolute shill of himself. So he doesn't keep doing this. He is being a dick. I can see exactly what that fellow is doing.
Last thing I saw he did, he kept claiming that he's on the far right, but also that he's an anarchist and a leftist and it's like
He's an ANCAP or something, is he?
It-
An anarcho-capitalist.
Like
How is
crazy
that?
libertarian?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't understand.
at this point he strawmanned himself in such a way that anyone fighting him would also end up saying something that would piss someone else off. It's the most divisive thing you can do.
So he's quite a divisive left-wing thinker in that respect. So
Yes.
tolerate other opinion. You won't tolerate other opinions. You have an opinion, therefore it means you're a this or a that. And I would dismiss your views, that kind of thing. Is that
He
what
also said something about fights being inevitable, and it's like, well, the thing is, we haven't really been fighting except with you. You're not saying really that fights are inevitable. You're trying to start fights.
He's
And-
creating fights and saying that division is inevitable.
Which, as far as we can tell, isn't happening.
It hasn't been generally, except with people who want to. Excuse me.
Yeah?
I mean, literally.
Was that? I'm sorry to interrupt, but was that just the Russian national anthem you were humming?
Soviet.
Somebody was.
Yes, that was me. That was me.
Would you prefer Panzerlied?
No, I definitely prefer the Soviet national anthem.
Why, you big communist?
No, I just like music.
No, you just like Karl Marx, don't you?
No, I don't.
No,
No,
well,
they-
right. Well, then prove it to me. You sing this communist anthem of yours, and you get it right if you love the tune so much. Let's hear it.
I know some of the lyrics. And I'm
No,
about to
I'll hum along.
created and struggled by will of the people.
Mm.
Good and mighty, our Soviet land.
Oh, we're like the Soviet choir, we are. We're like the Red Army choir. Da, 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 da.
Okay,
What about Katusha? Can we do that? Da, 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 da.
What are we even doing?
No, I don't know anymore either.
Mm.
But it's fun. It's peppy, it's perky, and it's live, and it's sort of communist, and it's very Pole.
Pol. Those are the days.
Oh, you're a Pole. You're a Pole.
I'm not a Pol. I'm not even. I don't think I've even been on Pol yet.
No? Oh,
Uh,
fair.
I've been on
You
it
don't
once.
want to go to Pole.
No, nobody wants
I'll
to
hit
go to
low.
Pole, but you end up there.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Россия,
You guys take over, yeah.
Моя наша держава, Россия любима наша. Yeah.
You know, I have a friend from Russia, and I really want to
Like,
see if we can sing that.
How the fuck did you guys beat the Germans off with that kind of singing? Like, do that again.
I
Oh my
can't.
God.
Oh Lord, our God, arise, scatter her enemies, and
God
make
save
them
the
fall.
Queen.
Confound their
For us happy and glorious.
Okay, guys.
See, that's how you get an empire. Yeah,
Yes.
no half stepping. You throw in. You throw in. Oh my.
Wait, what? Oh, Ben, you just yeah.
What?
Okay, but in all seriousness, though,
Yes.
there's a story called "Document Recovered from the Marianas Trench," which serves as a great inspiration for my short video film.
Mm.
It's a good read. Yes, it's SCP Foundation, if anyone's heard of that. But basically, the story is about some guy, last survivor of something, is now writing a memoir, sealing it up in a pipe and throwing it off a cliff, just in hopes that historians will read it in the event that civilization is ever rebuilt.
Yes.
And this is all tying into
I
Gamergate.
know
being
how
real
he
life.
feels. I know how he feels.
Yes.
Yes.
I actually have the pipe on my desk right now.
You should. We should all have a pipe on our desk ready to throw this was civilization out for future children.
Eh.
Oh,
Yeah.
after
Another group already beat us to it, though.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
Have you ever heard of or seen the Georgia Guidestones?
No.
Yes, I know what you mean with all that New World Order propaganda on them. But
No.
nobody knows who put them there, do they?
No, but we do know that, actually we do know who built them. It was paid for by a specific group, and that's known. It's actually written directly on them, part of who put it there.
Yes,
It's
yes,
not-
but nobody really traced who that is.
Yeah,
Wait, who is
but
this?
we know what their
The Georgia
intention is.
Guidestones. It's a bunch of stones in a field in New Georgia. Like, nobody really knows quite who put them up, but it's got all this stuff about the New World Order on it. Like
Well,
Okay, we've got the
we're going to
Wikipedia
reduce
page
the
up right
population
now.
to
it's
500,000.
not. I am so sorry to interrupt, but it's not about
No,
reducing.
go on, go on.
The Georgia Guidestones is a granite monument in Elbert County, Georgia, in the United States. A message clearly conveying the 10 guidelines inscribed on the structure in 8 modern languages, and a shorter message is inscribed on the top of the structure in 4 ancient language scripts: Babylonian, Classic Greek, Sanskrit, and hieroglyphs. Yeah.
Amazing. Isn't it? Like, I mean, it's a sort of New World Order thing. But it can still just be a hoax, because although it's a big fucking monument, you wouldn't think, well, who the hell let this happen?
Well,
You've
I
also got to think it's a
didn't
free
read about
country
it
like
either.
America where anyone can build some silly statue that they want. So it doesn't mean anything.
Well, it was really expensive to build, for one thing, because they have to get those huge stones carved and polished and moved to that, and that's not cheap to do. But it's not,
They're not stone, they're concrete.
are they?
Yeah, it's just concrete. It's not expensive.
I didn't think it was, I thought they were actually carved stone, that's
It's
my mistake.
molded.
But the thing that I had,
All you need to do is put up some battens and a few
Yeah.
molding plates.
yeah,
You
the
could
thing
do
that
that
I
in
had,
a day, and that's what's happened. It's been put up there in like a day or 2 days, and then they bug it off again. It's a
Well,
hoax.
the
It's
thing
fun.
I had read into is what the actual text was. And
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not
reading
a
about it
state-
right now.
It's not a statement of intent. It is actually exactly what you had said with that pipe. It's a message for if society completely collapses and people find that later. It's a set of instructions to make a new society in a way that hopefully won't collapse for the same reason our society did.
Yeah, it's just sort of a warning, this whole thing. One sec, I've got the script here. Should I
Yeah.
read a little bit of it?
Absolutely.
Open the
The more facts,
document.
the better.
Where is it now? GGV5, that's what the document's called.
Whip it out, young man.
It's the 5th version that I've written. The shells are hitting all around me, and I don't think I can survive much longer here. There's a metal pipe next to me. When I'm done writing this, I'll put it inside, seal it up, and then throw it off the cliff, because maybe, just maybe, someone will be able to make something of it. Here's my experience. If anyone else leaves a message for the historians to figure out, I'm sure it will tell a different story, but this is mine. I'd love to start from the beginning, but I'm honestly not sure when the war started. There had been gang wars and civil unrest for a long time, the Battle of Independence Day, shady governments trying to impose martial law in peaceful times. The Pirate Bay, all the docks were destroyed, crippled the black market that so many people relied on. It was all so grim, but I think the one incident that I know this thing showed that things were worse than we thought was when the secret organization ZQ surfaced. Turns out a load of major governments have been funding it for its schemes. Next thing you know, a coalition formed, assassinating any high-profile target that so much as voiced their opinion, and armed conflicts began to pop up all over the place. Eventually 2 sides formed, the gamers and the social justice warriors, called SJWs for short. I chose the side of the gamers. Each side used very, very different tactics. The SJWs brute force assaults on major population centers. Should I keep going? Am I boring you?
No, you should go on.
Okay. Often not
Yes,
caring
I
who
mean, I read this the other day.
Oh yeah, this is
Posted
the
this
newer
as a
version.
status, and I read it then, and I was very moved then, and this is why I've remained so silent. You absolutely should carry on.
Yes.
And I think we'll do this another time where you can do it with a better microphone,
Yeah, sorry, my
and
microphone.
maybe with a little bit of music in the background, because this is a
I
very
actually could upload a narration of this to YouTube. Oh, hello, Zippity. My cat,
Yeah.
she just walked into my
Your
room.
cat, yeah, I thought it was probably a cat.
Yeah.
Yes, no, I mean, I loved this the first time I read it, mate. And like,
Yeah, I tweaked it a bit.
yeah. Yeah.
The SJWs use brute force assaults on major population centers, often not caring who they killed in the process. There are more of us, and we use more conventional tactics, more actual battles, more organization, even though we didn't have an official leader. Hell, the closest we had was Commander James, a very charismatic young woman, kind of the opposite of what the SJWs expected to lead us. This whole mess is about rooting out corruption everywhere, fighting off the madmen who make it out as if we're terrorists, exactly the opposite of what we really are. The Not Your Shield movement was led from, and then that's carried over from the last document. I didn't actually write it down. I've got 5 versions of this going.
Yeah.
I have
Really?
not. Yep.
You should distill it in one bit into one, and absolutely do it as a YouTube. Absolutely do it as a YouTube, maybe over a slight bit of moody music. And I'm going to pass you on a Sargon thing later, where he read out a story he'd written about, like, how men were working in offices being absolutely trampled on by women executives who treated them like crap.
Oh, wait, 1 second.
And this is very similar. This is very good.
Thank you.
Very good. You'll have to excuse me, I'm getting absolutely blotto out of my head here in the background, but it never affects my ability to appreciate quality.
Okay, I found the rest of the document.
Yeah. Pop it in Gamergate audios.
Yeah.
Because not only can I read it most easily from there, but I can get some feedback on it, and it might distract people from these threads in Great Britain.
Okay, but the last 2 paragraphs have found them.
Yeah.
I think the whole war is about ethics, trying to get rid of corruption everywhere. Believe me, there was a lot of it. People rewriting history, lies and deception, oppression. When I signed up for the militia, they didn't care that I'm underage. They needed every soldier they could get. I did my duty in Operation Baby Seal, led by Commander James, the first and only woman to ever lead such an operation, and one of the youngest. My whole squad is dead. We were ambushed and dogged by SGWs. I barely escaped, and here I am, about to be blown into oblivion. I'm not sure if anyone's going to survive, but if we do, and society is ever rebuilt, don't let us die in vain. Remember us.
Yeah. I love that you get blown to bits.
Yeah. So yeah, just imagine like a load of abandoned, vandalized, decaying bunkers, loads of faint explosions in the distance. One guy wearing this hat, the hat that I'm wearing right now, actually.
No, absolutely. I
Very
think,
Book of Eli.
no, I think Gamergate is very ready for pictures of them suffering a great deal.
Yeah.
Not that anybody ever has,
Yeah.
but there we go.
It's an allegory.
Yes, it's a great allegory for people sending you messages in Twitter a lot saying, you are a shitlord. Yes,
Yep.
yes, I am.
This pipe is heavy. I'm holding it right now.
Excellent. Token.
The pipe that I'm going to be throwing off a cliff sometime over the break.
What about the rest? Yeah. What about the rest of you guys? What have you been doing this week in Gamergate?
Yeah.
Hey, jump in, guys. Sorry, we seem to have monstered the conversation. It's been rude of us.
I don't know.
You don't know? Like, have you sent any?
What?
Have you been following? Have you been following Gamergate a bit this week?
Yeah, I've been lurking a lot with stuff like Gamergate and a lot of internet-based things in general.
I see. What struck you this week that's been that's got your dander up? Hey, what have you seen this week that's pissed you off?
Let's see. About Gamergate.
About anything.
Let's see. Cloudflare is apparently pro-doxing.
Who's that?
Wait, what?
Whoa.
Cloudflare is pro-doxing.
Yeah.
Who are they in the real world?
That as in cloudflare.com?
Yeah,
That whole
they're
company.
a company.
Hold on.
Because they've appreciated somebody in Gamergate getting doxxed, presumably.
Okay. Apparently,
What?
Cloudflare is a company which provides a content delivery network. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I presumed it was something to with content delivery when it's called cloud. But well, look, I mean the SJWs are always trying to grab any sort of network onto their side if they can, in an effort to control the conversation by direct censorship. And it's a double-edged sword for them because like every time they do that, it says a message to everyone else on that medium platform. But like this place is heavily censored, so like why should I stay here? Why should I not go over to an image board or a social network that doesn't have these implications? And I would say that about that generally, and then I would reach out and grab my glass of wine and let other people take over the conversation.
Glass of wine.
Yes,
What time is it where you are?
it's very late at night. It's
Well, you sound like you're in England, so that's 8 hours.
it's about nearly midnight.
Yeah, nearly midnight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I get up very early.
3, 4,
I
5, 6,
switch
7, 8,
between
9.
American
Yeah.
and English time.
Okay.
A few times I had like tonight's a drink. So
I'm
I've got-
actually still below the age of being allowed to drink, but then again, the drinking age is a lot lower in the UK.
It is.
My sister found out the hard way when she went to university.
She got massively hammered.
Yeah, she didn't really realise how easy it was to get drunk.
No, yeah. Did it all go horribly wrong? Did she end up
Well,
single mother
I'm
married?
not sure of the details, but I know
Yeah.
she got really drunk.
Yeah. Oh. Horrible. One can only imagine the chance that she. Oh, fuck it up. I remember college. Excellent. Well, it's all part of growing up.
Yes, getting drunk for the first time.
Yeah.
And being like, I'm never going to drink alcohol again, and then getting a beer the next day.
Oh, that's a thing. Yeah, I know.
I wouldn't know this for sure. I am below the legal
You don't
age.
drink? Excellent. Well done.
No, I don't drink. I don't really like to think I will drink too much in the future.
No. Excellent. Excellent. That is the way to look at the world. It's not a helpful thing.
In
Not
the event,
until you get. Carry on. You
in
were
the
going to
event
say.
in the event that you do end up drinking and getting really bad hangovers, a really good cure for it is Gatorade.
Wait, what?
If you get a hangover, you can drink Gatorade the next day, or like get a large glass of water and a good
Yeah.
pinch of salt. And
Clear sodas. Yeah. Clear sodas are very good for a hangover because they make your stomach move on. And once that happens, you begin to feel better. He's
Oh.
very right.
part of the other thing is getting a hangover is dehydration and not having enough sodium in the body, which messes with your brain chemistry, and that's part of why you get such a bad headache. Which is
Yeah, I
why
can't relate to any of this.
Mm.
When I was like 8, I accidentally drank half a glass of white wine, on the plane because I thought it was my apple juice.
Gaylord.
wow.
Oh, I can't cope with this. Look, no, you're all fucking gay. I've been drinking since I was fucking 30. I drink all the fucking time. I mean, fuck. Just man up. Just fucking drinking is
I don't like to drink.
so easy.
I
Honestly. How can you even think if you don't drink?
used to drink a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
I would mix cherry vodka with Dr. Pepper. It was the best combination.
How old are you guys when
No,
you
you-
did this?
That's not drinking. That's
Insanity.
Vodka?
that's Four Nights at Freddy's. Oh my god.
Five Nights at Freddy's, you mean?
Even yes. Well, maybe
Oh
five.
my god, Five Nights at Freddy's. Really interesting game.
Yeah. It's lovely.
I've made a few SFM videos on it, actually.
You've made some BDSM videos on 5
SFM.
S&M.
S Source Filmmaker.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, tell me more. Sorry, no, that sounds excellent. Sorry, I just thought it was something a bit odd for a minute, but no, that's fine. No, I was just thinking of, like, the sponsors, and, like, not that we have any sponsors, but if we did do in the future, I just thought, hang on, you know.
It's not really
Kids.
something to think about.
But,
Typically, you don't choose your sponsor chooses you.
yeah, very true. Very true.
Mm-hmm.
So you were saying, I interrupted you, I really did. You carry on.
You know, I'm actually a friend just sent me. Oh shit! Never mind. This is on Gawker. The article's on Gawker, so I can't trust it.
No, but tell us anyway. Gawker
Okay,
is
yeah.
fine to like hoot at.
It says the article's titled "What is Gamergate Explained for Non-Geeks," and I think it might be a little bit biased.
Yes, I bet. Yes.
Yes, and it's on Gawker, so let me just read out a few things. What is #Gamergate? Gamergate is an online movement ostensibly, I don't know, concerned with the ethics of game. Yes, thank you. Yeah. In game journalism and protecting the gamer identity. Even when regarded generously, Gamergate isn't much more than a tone-deaf rabble of angry, obsessive, and misguided understandings of journalistic ethics.
Slow down.
Sorry.
Read and talk. That's the way to deal with when you're reading on
Even regarded generously, Gamergate isn't much more than a tone-deaf rabble of angry, obsessives with a misguided understanding of journalistic ethics.
Yeah.
That's a bit wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, I know exactly which article this is.
Well, it's true. I mean, it's very difficult for a vast group of people who are all very separate, very different, to agree on what gaming ethics should be, or what gaming journalistic ethics should be. And it's also very difficult for us to agree on why we're annoyed with how they have changed. Because it's not that we're annoyed with they've changed because they've suddenly become more shifty than they had in the past. We understood that and we could spot that. But what we didn't like was that they'd become so politically shifty. And we suddenly thought, well, hang on, these are games that my kids are going to play. These are games that have an effect to a degree on society and what people find acceptable. Why should they have a particular political message in them? And one political message in them? And let's face it, that's what Gamergate started about, and that's what it's been fighting. We're not fighting any rightists, are we? That's all I want to say.
All you want to say is?
Well, like, bloody hell, look who we're facing. It's all fucking communists. You guys get on with whatever you were going to talk about. Well, you don't have to. I should really leave the conversation. But...
Have you seen Brianna Wool's when she went like batshit crazy today? I don't know if you got checked.
Yeah.
Sorry, batshit.
Sorry. Yeah, she's gone batshit crazy today. Like, excellent.
I mean, I love it.
Woo, by the sound of it. Let's get our Twitters up.
I don't have a Twitter, unfortunately.
Excellent. Well, you'll have to look at my Twitter then.
Yeah, just send me a link.
You can read it without being logged on.
Yep. Yeah. So whose Twitter are we going to?
I don't know. Brianna Woo's, which was at.
I'm already there.
Go. Yeah. I'm blocked, so yeah.
But I'm on it right now, so.
You can open and
If 2 to 4. Okay. Quote from. Actually, this is this is a retweet that Brianna sent, saying, if 2 to 4 year olds want games for them, they should really just make their own.
Right.
And Brianna said, that 4-year-old total fake gamer girl just in it for attention. Now, I don't have any context for that. Boys like cupcakes too. This game is sexist. Now, these are retweets here.
Yeah. I think down at the
guys,
level of academia, they've gone around teaching young indie devs this is what future games should be. And we've seen an awful lot of these weird, like, not very interesting, not very exciting games being foisted on us as a result.
Then again, going after a game for 2-year-olds seems right up Gamergate's alley.
Well, maybe. Maybe.
Okay, so
but like this is a free market.
If a game for 2-year-olds existed that was made solely to brainwash people into becoming SJWs, I think we would go after it.
Yeah. But anyway, check out a beta of Cupcake Crisis. What's this? You've got way too many tabs open.
We shouldn't look at this in total isolation because, like, I listen to even stuff like Radio 4 every day, and the place for today is all gender-based topics. You look at the first program in the morning is Women's Hour, and that's all gender-based stuff like that I can see as cultural Marxism, that we can see as cultural Marxism. It's absolutely being foisted on the population as just news. And we are running against the tide. We are paddling against the tide, and it's very difficult. I'll say no more.
So it says, hey everybody, I'm tweeting this publicly because I learned a lesson today and I'm hoping that being humble will be instructive. And that was an hour ago, so I used the word psychotic today while describing the posting of pictures of my house, the diagrams of the layout, my car, and pets. And then shortly afterwards saying, it was correctly pointed out that this is...
No, she's talking about that meme that shows that she never left her house even while she was tweeting. She's reinterpreted that as an attempt to dox her, hasn't she? That's exactly what she's done there.
Okay, but that's not my point. I was saying it was correctly pointed out that this is furthering the stigma of mental illness, which is fair. Sorry about that. Logic is where...
She's furthering the stigmas of mental illness when she's happy to foist her mental illness on the entire world.
Yep. I'm humble with my mental illness.
Oh!
What?
Oh! I'm so humble with my mental illness. Oh! Sorry.
Is that a good flow? Okay, I'm not going to elaborate on mental illness, but yeah.
How can you be humble with a mental illness?
Yeah, can we, move on?
Hey world, I'm humble.
By not bragging about it?
Ask me about my mental illness today.
Okay, guys, I shouldn't have said that.
No, you should. That's brilliant. I mean, oh my god. She shouldn't have said that. You're fine. Fuck. Oh, that's brilliant, mate. No, that's brilliant. Carry on. Read more.
Okay.
This is golden.
I'm guessing that most of you guys are probably blocked from Brianna's page right now.
Yes.
Yes, you are? Okay, so I'm the only one really who has access to this.
Well, no, there may be more, but
But it's just my voice.
Tell me more.
I don't have an account.
These
I don't have an account there, so I'm not blocked.
Okay. These phrases are hard to get out of your vocabulary. Like most people, I've been using them my whole life. Thanks for being patient with me. Okay? And public figure can have social media that is carefully messaged to never upset anyone, and an honest representation of yourself that will what? Okay.
Well, she doesn't give any accurate representations of herself at all, does she? She does not explain where she's come from. She says she's a woman. She maintains the reality of the second part of her life. She makes no Like many transsexuals I've met, they said I was this, I was born as this, I did this, I had all this surgery, all this stuff, and now I'd like to be treated as a woman. And to them, I have a great deal of sympathy. But like for her, she jumped on everything. She she acknowledges nothing. She owns nothing about herself. Um, she's a very hard person to take as veracious or trustworthy. Sort of see what I mean.
You know, I've just been thinking,
Yeah.
do you think the Gamergate has gotten too big for itself?
Absolutely, I think it's taken on a life of its own.
Yeah.
Not too big for itself. I think it is absolutely as big as it needs to be, and it's going to get as big as it needs to be. I think it has become a wonderful living thing. I'm only ever going to encourage it, never going to try and stop it. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, 1 second, guys. I will be right back. My battery's about to run out, and I need to get the power cable.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Lads, what do you think? Gamergate, is it too big?
My thought on the subject, just to get this out,
Yeah.
I think that Gamergate isn't actually going to really end at any point. It's just going to change names somewhere down the line. Because
So?
once we get to a certain point, it's not going to be about games anymore. It's going to be about the SJWs themselves and everything else that they invade. Because in a way,
Yeah.
things like Metalgate are already the same exact thing as Gamergate.
Very good point. Yeah.
But it has a different name because it's just a different area where this constant fighting is happening. And it's happening in more than just video games, and I really think it's all part of one larger movement that hasn't really coalesced into a single name yet.
I think you're absolutely right there, mate. We've seen it move over, as you say, into Metalgate. And there's been talk in the past of tabletop games and things like
Oh, tabletop games?
and science fiction and role-playing games.
I was thinking about mentioning something about tabletop games.
Warhammer 40,000? Oh my god, Warhammer 40,000. I've
What,
played all the
okay.
time.
Okay.
Tabletop
Oh my god, I've
games,
got like
both of
2,100
you guys,
Spaceballs
both
on me.
of
I'm
you
gonna
guys
just
jump
playing
in,
tennis.
please. We'd love to talk about either of those. Who wants to go first?
I have something Gamergate related that's tabletop related.
Please, sir. That sounds fantastic as a start, and then we'll go over Warhammer 40k. We'll do that. Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I will. You will do your bit first, sir, and then we'll talk a bit about Warhammer 40k after we've done it. We've talked about what you're going to tell us about.
Okay, I get it. Alright, so Gamergate and tabletop gaming have finally had their first moment of overlap in the last week or so. When a website game distribution service called DriveThruRPG ended up pulling a game. Somebody, this was posted in the one Facebook group that we're mostly in, that someone made a satirical Gamergate card game and published it through DriveThruRPG.
Right. Yeah.
Within a very short time of that, another game developer called Evil Hat Productions, who created the game Fate and a bunch of other tabletop RPGs and other games. Incidentally, one of my friends.
So we've had our game pinched, have we?
So, Evil Hat Productions then gave DriveThruRPG an ultimatum. Remove the Gamergate card game or we will remove all of our products. And attempted to strong-arm DriveThruRPG into removing the game.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it did get removed, but DriveThruRPG did issue a statement about the fact that the decision to remove it had nothing to do with anyone's complaints, and that they would actually remove any game that is about or satirizes anything that is a current event.
Yeah, which is kind of...
That's a cop-out.
which is kind of why I'm slightly concerned about my short film,
Yeah.
because the social justice wankers might get a little bit angry at me for it.
Well, that's
We must
I'm
do
not
that more
sure how this-
carefully.
how this all fits together because I'm not entirely going to fault Drive-Thru RPG for removing it because
I am.
the grounds for removing it do make sense because they don't want to be selling a game that
So
could be
what?
considered whack.
They've only implied those rules because people have pestered them to do that.
Well,
Because of this
they
specific
already have
thing.
those rules to begin with is the thing. It's just they don't have
No.
But
Well,
I
you
will-
carry on.
I will certainly hold it against Evil Hat Productions for trying to get it to be removed.
Exactly. And there's no point like fiddling about the rules and saying rules are rules are rules when people are using your own rules against you to fuck you up.
Yes.
You know, it's like pointless. So what? Nobody's going to give you points for that. Fuck it. Carry on, Burlo. Carry on.
Wait. I just noticed that Gamergate Ultras has just had tabletop games added to the tags.
No, that's been there for a while.
Oh, it has?
Yeah, I think I remember putting tabletop games in there when I made it. Only I can add and change that group.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to change that group at all. I'm not going to have any more admins. It's me and the members.
Okay, 1 second.
I've run a lot of groups, and it's the best way to do this stuff.
I've got
I'm
to
just
check.
reading all of these retweets here.
Retweets are very important.
Yes, Brianna's
Everyone-
retweets.
Everyone should be on Twitter retweeting things.
Yeah, it says delusion is part of psychosis.
Mm.
Well, sometimes. No.
Not always.
There are different forms of psychosis, bruh.
Yes. There's all sorts of fun forms of psychosis.
Yeah, not
They
fun.
have most of them.
Yep.
So do I.
Well, the thing is I don't know if you follow Tumblr or all the other sites.
I do have a Tumblr. It's
Social Justice Warriors.
Go on.
Social Justice Warriors.
They have a very special or stupid way to see mental health. You need, for example, they self-diagnose disorders on themselves, and then they bitch about it on the web.
My cat just jumped on my lap. I'm just going to turn my webcam on for a second.
Go on then. You were saying. Social
Is it on?
Warriors.
No, I mean,
Hello, Duda. Says, I'm not interested in the camera right now. Too busy stroking the corner of my desk.
There you are.
Okay, but it's Duda, and he's
Got
cute.
the hat.
Oh, Duda, you got my...
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm absolutely sorry. Look, we've got this cat, we've got the hat, which is an absolute Gamergate colours.
That hat's wonderful.
It is.
Yeah,
We can't ignore this. We can't ignore this. Look at that, all that corded. Just bring the cat face up in front of the camera.
1 second.
Obviously, the cat needs to say something delicious to them, like, hello.
He's like, could you put me down, please?
Yes, can you? Yes, sorry. Don't.
Okay, down you go, Duda.
That poor
Sorry
fellow.
for all of that.
Sorry, what have I done? What was I suggesting? That was evil of me. What a lovely cat.
Yep, his name's Duda. He has a condition.
Does he? What's his full condition?
It's called cerebral hyperplasia.
Yes.
It's basically a disorder that means his cerebellum, motor cortex, did not form properly when he was.
Big cat.
Yeah, he falls over. That's what he does. It means his brain can't connect correctly
So
to
you've
his
got
back.
a really stupid cat that can't walk
Oh,
in
he's
a
not
straight
stupid.
line.
He's fine. He just falls over.
Well, that's excellent. That's something you really love and pet. Because my cat just tears the shit out of me any time I go near it. And, your cat won't do that, will it? It likes you when you come near it.
Mhm.
No, I'm sorry, I'm not insulting your cat. I think your cat is lovely. Don't get
Oh
me wrong.
wait, guys. Gamergate, you are endangering my life with publishing my address, diagrams of my house, pictures of my car, husbands, and pets. Please stop. So,
Implying anti-gamergaters don't do that kind of thing.
Implying it wasn't publicly available information to begin with.
Implying it so it happened.
wait, here's another one.
She published a load of her own shit. And she's
But let's be honest. You keep this
Nobody-
bullshit up because, in all caps, you are the video game equivalent of an Obama birther. Get help. What the hell does that even mean?
It's
something to them, but like little to anyone else in the world.
Yep.
No, it's an American thing. Remember
Yeah.
when
it
the,
had.
Carry
Sorry.
on, somebody talk.
Okay, so there's that group of people in the United States that were constantly saying that Obama was born in Kenya, and that's what they just called those people, was the Obama
Truthers.
voters who are so
Ah.
obsessed with
Yeah.
Obama.
Worse than an Okay.
So they have got so far into their own rhetoric about who can be blamed for just bloody anything that they will blame people who have no idea what they're talking about for things that only they have any idea what they're talking about. They'll say you're as bad as an Obama truther and assume that you're supposed to know what that means. They will forget that they're talking to the whole wide world and people in Indonesia and Eastern Europe and England, and we're all going,
Yep.
and they will make these decisions about how gaming should be in the future, and they will forget that like you're not all the people that are buying these damn games.
Mhm.
I'll shut up now. You guys can carry on.
Oh.
I know. I'm gonna crash out soon.
Yeah.
So, little chat. You guys can carry on. If I just leave the conversation, will you guys be happy to carry on?
I think we should just wrap up now. I've kind of got some stuff to do.
Okay. Anyone got any problem with that?
So we're done?
Fine. Yeah, we should. We should turn out the end.
Yep.
It's been a nice evening.
All right. It's been a nice afternoon.
Excellent afternoon, evening.
And I get a phone call.
Excellent.
Okay. Bye.
Good night, guys. Sleep well. Be perfect.
Okay.